Okay, this is video 1 for Photoshop tutorial 1. So you will go to the assignments folder and copy out this image here onto your desktop. It will copy and then you can disconnect. Alright, drop the photo onto Photoshop and we'll open into Photoshop. And if we go on to, let's see, Yearbook. I've got basic instructions. I'll just edit this for you. You'll get the image from the assignments folder. Alright, 5x7 landscape, and you will scale the image to fit. Cut out the windows, always refine the edge, and I'll show you how to do that now. Alright, so File New, a new document, and we're going to go to a photo size, and I said 5x7 landscape, not portrait because the image is wider than it is tall. And you can call this last name, first name, Photoshop tutorial 1. And I've selected a white background, which is not correct, but I can delete it after, or I can just do it right. So we'll go Photo, and Landscape Transparent Background. Alright. Take your Move tool here and unsnap the original image, and then push it into the new blank document and release. It's bigger than a 5x7, so you will have to scale. So Edit, Transform, and Scale. Hold Shift so you don't warp the picture. Just the same as in design, only scale the corners. Go around each corner until you get your height. The image will not be visible in the whole 5x7 document, but don't force it to fit. So don't be tempted to push these two sides in because then you'll squish the picture. Once you've got it scaled, you can apply by going back to the Move tool and apply. Alright, the tool that we're going to use is a lasso. There are 3 lassos. I want you to use the polygonal lasso, so I'll zoom in on that for you. So this one here, the pointy one. Click that, and at the top you're going to set your feather to about 1. That means that you'll have a slightly soft edge when you cut. So maybe I'll demonstrate what that means. So let's set the feather to 10 and I'll hit OK. And I will cut out the windows with the lasso. So I'm going to go click here and click here. The polygonal lasso does straight lines, which is great for this exercise. Every time you click, though, it does make an anchor point, so you can do a few anchor points along the way if necessary to follow the edge. Alright, loop it. So that's with a 10 feather. If I hit delete, it's going to feather the edge of the selection and then delete 10 pixels deep. So that's too much because I'm actually losing part of the building. So I'm going to deselect by going select and deselect. I only want a 1 feather for this exercise, so you'll see the difference when I use a 1 feather. So 1 feather, follow the edges of the window. And I'm just giving you some basic tips, an overview of what we can use in Photoshop, perhaps for creating backgrounds or art pieces or photo pieces for our yearbook. So then if I hit delete there, it's a much crisper edge. So I'm going to get you to delete all of the black windows and leave the wood frame intact, please. Don't delete the frames of the windows. So do a good job. And then what you're going to do is put pictures in the windows. So you can use yearbook pictures, or you could use internet pictures. I will use yearbook pictures just because. Alright, so go to your public, the images, and I don't know, where's those Halloween pictures? Alright, Halloween. I don't see Halloween 2. I'll use this one. Alright, so I'll grab this image, open it into Photoshop. I will unsnap, and I will push this picture into the document. Now it's, again, large. It's taking up massive amount of space, so I need to scale it to fit into a window. Now I'm not going to trim this picture. You're going to work with your layers in Photoshop as well. Okay, and I will apply that transformation, and I will put it below. Zoom back in on my document, and I'll put it there. Okay, so that's the first part of this tutorial, is introducing you to layers and introducing you to the lasso tool for trimming and cutting stuff, because we can definitely use this tool to build backgrounds, to build graphic art pieces, anything that we want to trim the end sheets to cover, we'll probably build in Photoshop. So that's part 1 of tutorial 1 in Photoshop.